Good morning, welcome to the weekend class. Today, equipment wise, you're going to just need a small head cushion and something to stretch your legs with. We're going to do a bit of hip and core work today with some upper body work as well in the second half, I think, if it all goes to plan. So let's start with our feet together, just very gently touching the inner borders of the toes together. And from here, we're going to gently think about the long line coming up through your heels, through your hips, through your shoulders, and all the way up through to the top of your head. So stretching up tall, lengthening out through your spine, relaxing through your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and your hands. And then from here, we just tilt your pelvis backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, and then find the middle position of your pelvis. So breathing through the side and back of your ribcage, feeling the movement, and then on the out breath, so breathing in with a relaxed tummy. As you breathe out, we'll let your head and your neck go nice and heavy and floppy. On your next out breath, we'll let the shoulders drop down away from your ears. And then we'll let a sense of relaxation spread through your elbows, down into your hands and your wrists. And then that sense of relaxation spreading through your torso, through your hips, down towards your knees and away down through your feet. So leaving the whole body feeling nicely relaxed. And then from here, you're going to close your eyes. Think of that long line you've created all the way up from your heels to the top of your head. And then we're going to gently lean the weight forward over your toes, keeping your heels down. Feeling how the feet are reacting to the floor. And then slowly coming back to the middle. Okay, take your weight back over your heels. Keeping the weight through the toes just gently. Just feel the toes lightly contacting the floor without gripping too hard. Back through the middle, over towards the left. Almost relaxing into the movement. Coming back through the middle, and then over towards the right. And then back towards the middle. Let's just do it once more. So we're going to go over the toes, eyes shut if you can. Long line from your heel through to the top of the head. Back through the middle, back over your heels. Over to the left. Over to the right. And then when you come back to the middle, just take a second. One, think about how tall you are. And then also just relaxing out through the heels, through the toes. And get your weight right in the middle, between left and right foot, big toe, little toe, and heels. And then slowly open your eyes. Good. Okay, so let's go feet hip width apart now. You're going to press your arms back to the middle, glide up and down. Press back to the middle, glide up and down. And we're going to repeat a few times, gradually stretching a bit further as your shoulders and your arms and your chest get stretched out. So gliding up, back down, press back to the middle, glide your shoulders up and down, press back to the middle, last one. Up and down, press back to the middle. So upper back stretch, this time we're going to roll the shoulders backwards, and then I'm going to have my palms facing me today just to stretch through the upper shoulders. I'm going to take my chin towards my chest, breathing in at the bottom. So just gently separating through the shoulder blades, and then as you breathe out, scooping forward, and then coming up tall. We're going to stay looking forward on this one. Breathing in at the top, and then as you breathe out, bring your arms back down. Okay, so roll the shoulders backwards. Gently roll down, chin towards your chest. Separate through your shoulder blades, shoulders down, away from your ears. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, stretching up. Control the ribs on this one. And then at the top here, just gently shrug your shoulders to your ears and then bring them back down away. And just see, can you bring your shoulders back a bit further? Can you keep your elbows straight? And then circle around. Okay, one more. So circle back. Gently roll down, chin towards your chest, reach forward. Breathing in to prepare. And as you breathe out, scooping forward, long reach through those arms, coming up to the top. Again at the top, long through the top of your head. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, bring them down away. Can you bring your arms back? Can you straighten your elbows a little bit more? And then circle around, good, give your arms a shake. Okay, so from here we're staying feet hip width. You can take your left arm, sliding it up as we just soften the knees a little bit. So knees soft, and then we're coming up to look towards your middle finger. Now in this position, try and let the shoulders drop down away from your ears again. Your right arm is heavy and floppy. Breathing in to prepare, and then breathing out to circle across. And then we're going to reverse onto the other side. So relax your shoulders at the top. Let the left arm go floppy. Breathe in to hold, and then breathe out to circle across. Coming back up. Relax the shoulders. On the out breath, we're going to move. And repeat. Okay, one more to the side. So gently looking down away, and then the arm's going to follow. Gently looking down away, and then the arm will follow. And then from here, we're going to come back up to the front. Good. Okay, so working our way down the body gradually. From here, we're going to do soft knees again, and we're just going to float the arms forward and then press back. So tightening your glutes at the top on this one, trying to control the ribs, thinking a bit of connection between your ribs and your pelvis. So there, and then there. Okay, float the arms forward, press back. Trying to keep tall through the top of your head. So if you've got book on your head, we're just lowering the book and then lifting it back up tall. Knees and ankles are just getting a little bit of movement going on this one. And then we'll start bringing in the heel lift. So first we're going to lift the left heel, press it back down, and the right heel, press it back down, left and down, right and down, left and down, right and down. Keep it going. Okay, two more. 1 and 1, 2 and 2. On your next one, we're going double heel lift. So both heels, press back down. Both heels, press back down. And repeat. Okay, we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold number 1. Okay, and then we're going to add in some arm lifts above. Any dodgy shoulders, just arms to your waist and back up here. Otherwise, we're going all the way up and down. 2, 3. So you should be on your toes if you're able to. Okay, we've got 3 left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back up tall, press the heels back, squeeze your glutes, and then give your ankles a shake. Good, feeling that one in my calves and my quads. So we're going to go wide with our toes pointing outwards, and we're going to do our small pliés where we just take our knees outwards and then squeeze back up. So if you've got any dodgy knees on here, you might just work on some plies in this position. Again, soften the knees, squeeze through your glutes on the way up. Okay, if you're okay with those, we'll add in the side lunge. So we're going to come out, we're going to go over, we're going to reach, and then circle round, coming back up. So come out and over. Remember to keep your heels firmly on the floor. Get out and over, reach and round. Coming out and over, reach and round. Okay, long stretch, you can try and make it as smooth as possible. So really long limbs on this one. Okay, good. One more to either side. Coming out and over and up, out and over, round and up. Very good. Okay, starting to feel a bit looser now. So let's challenge our balance a little bit and come forward onto the mat. Just give myself a bit of room behind. Going to go into the running man. So going to bring your right knee up, both arms up, and then we just pull your right arm back behind you. That's right, so your left arm up, right knee up, if you're mirroring me. Okay, so from here, we're just going to switch your arms and bring the leg backwards. And I feel myself going already. You focus on something different rather than the screen. And I've forgotten what I was going to say. I think basically, keep as still as you can. Imagine you've got a book balanced on your head as your arms and your legs are moving. So just try and hit the same angle each time. And then we're going to speed up a little bit. I'm going to do 10 quick ones. So ready? On your marks, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, with control. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I didn't fall over. Good. Okay, keep your ankle a circle. And let's go for that on the other side. So look up, not the screen. That's a note to myself. So what we're doing, we're going for the left leg up. We're going to bring your arms up first of all. Bring your left arm back. Okay, book balanced on your head. I'm going to switch the arms and the legs. So a few slow ones first of all. Okay, focus. I think getting worse at these, not better. Okay, right, so we'll count down. On your marks. Get set. Go. 1, 2, I've lost it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half, 10 and stop. Right, got to work on my left leg. So from here, oh no, I've seen what's on the list. Okay, these are even worse. One-legged calf raises. So lifting your right leg up. Now, if your balance is really hard, hold on to something very lightly for these, or actually maybe just practice your balance. In fact, maybe I should be practicing my balance instead of demonstrating. So from here, we're going to go for the single leg calf raises. So keeping up really tall through the top of your head, and just slowly lifting the heel, and then back down. And again, we're going to go for 8 on each leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly down. Okay, good. That calf a bit of a wiggle, and then change sides. So get yourself set first of all, tall through the top of your head, and then we're going to lift. 1. My left leg is not working today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's waking up a bit, 7, 8, and come back down. Good. Okay, hopefully a bit better than me at that one. So let's go for calf stretches. Left leg forward, right leg back. And then long line from the back of your heel all the way through to the top of your head. And then we're going to gently stretch over and away. Head framed by your arms. Long arms on this one, so all the way from your middle finger to your back heel. Back through the middle, coming down. Good. And change legs. Okay, so line first of all from your heel through to the top of your head. Coming up through your fingers, straighten the elbows if you can, shoulders still down away from your ears, and then gently stretching over and away. So get that long line all the way down to the back heel. Just check the toes are relaxed on the floor, they're not gripping too hard. And then coming back. Excellent work. Okay, so let's go for the roll downs. Let's go for two roll downs today, so we've done quite a line standing. So Velcro back against the wall, breathing into prayer. As you breathe out, slowly rolling down. We've done the upper back roll down, so hopefully loose through there, and then extend it now through your mid and your lower back, coming down to where you're comfortable. Okay, at the bottom, just add in some small relaxed arm circles. And reverse them. And then slowly scoop your tailbone back underneath you, coming back up to face the front. We're going to go bringing the arms back, lift the breastbone up towards the sky, shoulders down away from your ears. So we're not looking all the way back up with our neck, we're just controlling, and we're trying to bring this bit up a little. Breathing in, as you breathe out, let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. And then on your next out breath, we're slowly going to roll down again. Coming down to where you're comfortable. Get arm circles. And reverse them. And then from there, when you're comfortable, slowly coming down onto the mat in your own time. Just going to change my camera view. Okay. Grab a drink if you need to. Just got to turn my extra heating off because it's baking. Okay, so on the mat we're going to start with a small head cushion on our backs. I'm going to do a little bit of work around the core and the hips first of all. If you've got something to stretch your legs, keep it tanned because we use that halfway through. Now I just need to check because I can't fully see. That's better. I can't fully see the screen. Okay, that's good. Right, so from here, head cushion in place. We'll go feet together, turn your toes out, bring your heels out. And from here, gently tilt the pelvis backwards and forwards and come and find the middle position. Stretch your fingertips down towards your heels and then just let your shoulder blades behind you sink down into the floor. Let your elbows and your hands and your wrists go heavy, and then gently nod your nose down as well so you lengthen through the back of your head. Okay, from here, think of a little bit of a connection between your ribs and your pelvis, and you're just going to very gently bring in your pelvic floor with your upper tummy relaxed, just to engage below your belly button. From here, you're going to breathe into prepare, and then breathe out, and we're going to go for real easy leg slides, and then come back up, and then repeat. So breathing out, slowly stretch away, and come back up. So level 1 leg stretch, and what we want to focus on here is almost a little bit of relaxation. So checking your feet stay on their train tracks, that they're not coming too close together or too far apart. And again, because we're used to doing harder exercises, you want to check in on doing this very basic one, that you relax through your tummy, that your pelvis is neutral, there's no rocking and rolling, that the front of the hips are relaxed, your upper body is relaxed, and that it still feels really smooth and not jerky. So breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Okay, so from here we're going to bring our hands up above your chest and go palms facing your knees, and then we're going to carry on with the leg stretch, but you're going to bring your arms back over your head and then back up to the middle, and again repeat. So stretch away and then come back up, stretch away and come back up. So now adding in some rib control as well as your pelvis as you're stretching through your shoulders. Again, dodgy shoulders can just drop to your waist and come back up to the middle. Okay, breathing out as we lengthen, breathing in to come back in. Okay, next movement, if your shoulders are okay, we go overhead, we circle round to scoot back up, and then change legs. So stretch away, circle the arms round, stretch away, circle round, and repeat. Okay, and then we're going to vary it by dropping your hands to your waists, and then bring the circle up and around this way. So arms down to your waist, circle up and around. Good. Okay, 2 more. So 1 and 2, and then come back up. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into our hip twist. So keeping your pelvis level and just very gently bringing your left knee away from you and then coming back in, keeping the right knee as still as possible. If you've got something handy, you can balance it on your right knee just to focus you as we keep the pelvis level and your knee still. And tie the breathing in from here. We're going to breathe out as you let the knee drop, and in to come back in. So breathing out and breathing in, just starting to wake up the hip joints. Okay, 2 more. Okay, another basic one. You want to make sure that you can do this as smooth as possible. Just check in through your head and your upper shoulders and your back. Check you're not gripping the floor or tensing. Okay, you're going to change sides now, so just get yourself set. And your arms as well should be nice and light on the floor. Okay, breathing out, breathing in. Okay, 2 more. I am going to get something to balance on my other knee actually, just because I think it makes it more effective. You can pause the video and grab something if you wish to. Okay, so to take it up to the next level, we are going to balance the block. I'm going to balance my right knee and float my left knee into tabletop, and then from here going to bring my left knee and foot out at the same time, and then bringing it back in. So keeping the pelvis level, keeping the right knee still, so opening up through the middle, and then come back. Okay, I can feel I'm gripping a bit with my arms today, so I'm going to have my arms up here facing each other, which will make it a little bit more challenging through the core. It'll stop my arms overworking. So really focusing on what's happening around the middle. Okay, good. It's blowing a gale out there this morning, it's horrible. Okay, 2 more. You can feel the left hip working quite nicely on this one. Coming back down, good. So now we're going to change sides. Okay, so from here, going to float. So you can have your hands down if you want. I might keep my hands down now, they're feeling a bit more relaxed. So knee and foot the same height, gently opening up through the hip, and then coming back up. Nice and smooth. So again, breathing on this one, we're going to breathe out, so open through your hip, breathe in to come back in, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale. Again, just checking with your arms if you feel you're gripping at all, or if you just want to try it as a variation, then bring your arms up here. Again, if they're here, then the fingers should be soft, elbows should be soft, shoulders down away from your ears, and relax through your jaw, through your front of your neck. Okay, let's go 2 more. And then back in, good stuff. So from here, quick stretch, so you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest, and then gently taking your knees from one side to the other. I managed to kneel on something before the class and give myself a sore knee, so if I'm rubbing my knee throughout the class, that's what it is. So keep hold of your right knee, let your left leg stretch away. And then we'll repeat on your other leg. Okay, good. And then we're going to do one stretch with the inner borders of the feet together, letting the knees come down towards the ground. Let's add in an upper body stretch there as well. So if your shoulders are okay, bring your arms out into the letter T position. And then if your shoulders are definitely okay, we're going to bring them back to 90 degrees at the elbows, that is, so 90 degrees shoulder, 90 degrees elbow, and just see if the hands can come back towards the floor in this position. So nod your nose down as well, control the ribs, and bring the shoulders down away from your ears. Quite a big stretch for the upper body this one, but a nice release. It shouldn't be painful though. Okay, coming back to the middle. So, next level of your hip twist, you can either repeat what you just did with the block on your knee, just coming into here, or in here. So you've got level 1 with the foot down, level 2 with the foot up. Choose which one you want to do. Level 3 is going to be double tabletop. And then we're just going to work on alternate legs in this position. So just imagine the knee and the foot opening like a door. A nice smooth door, no creaking on the hinges. And go arms up again. So nice and smooth, breathing out, breathing in, almost trying to relax as much as possible into this movement. Trying to make it as smooth as possible. Excellent, one more either side. And then come back in again. Hug your knees, good. Okay, so let's go into a hamstring stretch on the next one. So band around your foot or whatever you're using. Just stretching the hamstring. And then straightening the other leg away. And change sides. So you get good stretch out in this class today. Okay, and then coming back to the middle. So we're going to go for the hip circles now. So I'm going to put the block back on my knee. And I'm going to float my right leg into tabletop. Just reset your upper body. And then we're going to draw the small circles. So I'm going to come in towards me, circle up, knee coming up to my chest, and then circle down and away. And if you put your finger on your kneecap, really think about the circle that your finger is drawing, being as smooth as possible. And the circle should ideally be over the top of your hip joint as well. Now, if some of you are a little bit stiff with your hips, or if you've had hip replacement, you might not be able to do the circle right over the hip joint. But see if you can make it as smooth as possible. And then reverse the circle. Getting relaxed upper tummy on this one. Try and relax into the front of the hip. So a lot of these hip movements, as much as anything, it's learning to switch the big muscles off. So the little muscles can just control. And the little muscles, remember, when they work in the day, you don't really feel them working. So a lot of these exercises today, you almost don't want to feel that you're doing very much, just so it's a really smooth movement. Okay, good. Coming back down and then change sides. Okay, so small circles starting inwards. You want to put your fingertip on your knee just to focus on that circle that you're drawing. And then we're going to reverse circle. So if you want to tie your breathing with this one, as the knee comes up towards you, that half circle we're going to breathe in, and then as it goes away, the bottom half of the circle you're going to breathe out. So breathing in, breathing out. Super smooth. And reverse circles. Just remember the circle that your big toe is drawing should be exactly the same as the circle that your kneecap is drawing. Okay, 2 more. And come back down. Good. Okay, right, so one more hamstring stretch before we go into the straight leg version. So band around your toes, stretching out, bring the other leg away. And then from there, change legs. Stretching the other leg away. Okay, so for your last version of your one leg circles, you can go back with your block on your knee. So you can either do the version that you were just doing. If your hamstrings are tighter than mine, you may be better off doing the bent knee one. A lot of your hamstrings will be better than mine in terms of their flexibility. So if you're about my level, so not quite up to 90 degrees, then you should just about get away with it. So from here, we're going to circle through your toes, keeping the knees straight, keeping the front of the pelvis level. I've got a circular light on the ceiling that I can use as my template, which is quite handy. And then we're going to reverse the circle. It's also telling me if my leg's dropping lower as it gets tired. I've got to keep it at the same height. Okay, slowly down. And then we're going to go on to the other side. And reverse. My circle's a bit dodgy on this side. Okay, good. Coming back down and place the block to the side. Right. So our hips have had a good old loosen up and workout from there. So let's go, let's do a bit of tummy work and then we'll move on to the upper body. So we're going to start with, I'll give you one variation that you can just come back to if you get tired on this bit, which is just your single leg marching, okay? And then if you're okay with there, next level, you can work on 1+1. So just alternate which leg you lead with first. So right leg lifts, left, right down, left up, right up, left down, right down. Otherwise with double tabletop. And we are going into toe taps. And we're going to float your arms up if you want to, if you're comfortable. So hands up above your chest. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. Shoulders down away from your ears. Nod your nose down slightly. Relax through your upper body. You might need to think about a bit of a rib imprint. So keep flat through your mid-back. Okay, now if you're okay from here, we're going to add in opposite arm overhead and then coming back. If you get tired, drop back to one of the previous levels, have a little stretch. Okay, if you're okay with these and you want to work a bit harder again, you're going to lengthen the lever now. You're going to tap your toes slightly further away from your body. And we're going to count it down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Okay, stretch your right leg away. Change legs. And come back down. Good. Okay, that's your hips and your lower tummy muscles for today. So get over onto our front and we'll start waking up the upper back and adding some variations. So onto our front. Yeah, let's go small head cushion in place and feet hip width apart. Small head cushion under your forehead. And we'll start with the elbows out wide and hands down. Do a little bit of a warm up for the upper back. So first of all, you're going to let the shoulder blades flop. Check your nose is nodded down. Check your hips are gently pushed in towards the floor. Breathing in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're going to hover up through your breastbone. Breathing in at the top of the movement. And breathing out to come back down. And then relax your shoulder blades. So breathing out to lift, breathe in to hold, and then breathe out to come back down. Breathing in to hold. So just feel those shoulder blades move in, feel that you're getting a bit of movement through the upper back, controlling your head at the top so it's back in line with your body, not forward, and nose isn't lifted too high. Okay, one more. Coming back, and then we're going to change for your hands by your side. So with your hands by your side, stretch your fingers down towards your toes, so your shoulders are now down away from your ears. And then just let the shoulders flop, let the shoulder blades flop forward, let your arms go heavy. So we're going to work on gently setting the shoulder blades, hovering through the fingertips. And then hands down, let the elbows go floppy. And then let the shoulder blades go floppy. So just to separate the movements, first of all, between your shoulder blades with relaxed arms. Then we engage the arms. Arms come down and go floppy. And then the shoulder blades go floppy. And repeat. So shoulder blades, hover, hands down, and release. So you're going to breathe out to left and in, all the way down. Now we're going to add in on the next one, you're going to have to work a bit harder through your hips, so maybe just pushing the hips in towards the floor a little. On your next one, we're going to add in lifting the breastbone, and we'll add a breath in at the top to hold on this one. So breathing out to left, breathing in to hold, and then breathing out to come back down. And repeat, breathe in to hold, breathe out, in to hold, and then out to come back down. So nice and smooth. Almost think about rolling up, curling up from the top of your neck, one level at a time, to your upper shoulder blades, middle of your shoulder blades, and then coming back down, mid shoulder blades, upper shoulder blades, and then ahead. Lower back should be fairly stable on here, so nothing should be moving down here. Okay, one more. And back down. Okay, so from here come up into shell stretch. Okay, so coming forward to where you're comfortable. There we go, straight arms to start off with on the shell stretch. And on the out breath, just let your bum sink down towards your heels. Let your chest sink down towards your knees. Let your head sink down towards the floor. And your arms and your elbows just and your hands gently sinking into the mat. Okay, so next level, you can either stay at the level we were just at, which is a really nice variation, that one, I do like that one. If you want to make it a little heavier, we're going to go for hands under your forehead. So from here, breathing into prayer. As you breathe out, we're going to hover with the hands. So my hands are glued to my forehead on this one. Breathing in at the top, and then breathing out to come back down. And repeat. On your next one, if you want to, you can add in, if your shoulders are okay, letter T, and then come back and back down. So hover, reach out, bring it in, and down. Okay, we'll do 3 more. I'm going to move my block, which is in the way. One more. come back down. Okay, shell stretch number 2. Let's go right hand to the right side of the mat, left hand on top. And then take it over to the left side with the right hand on top. Okay, so coming back through the middle. Yeah, let's go cobra. So hands back up to this position, and you might need your hands a bit further forward. And you're going to work through your middle, pushing your hips forward, breathing in to prepare. This time, as you breathe out, hover up, but then we start to lift the elbows, pushing through your palms into your cobra position. And at the top, shoulders come down away from your ears. Try and control the ribs a little bit on this one as well, so we don't just let the chest and the ribs go back too much, otherwise you tend to arch more through your lower back. We're really trying to focus through the upper back on this one. Breathing in at the top, and then breathing out to come back down. Okay, so just take your time. You can start off low, and then if you feel that you can gradually bring your hands back a little further to stretch into it, then feel free. Okay, going to do 3 more. Last one. Okay, that's good. Okay, so from here, you're either going to come back and do a set of the T hovers, or a set with your hands down by your side. If you want to go for the full swim version, I'm going to demonstrate that one. So, but you need to be pain-free, you need to be very confident that your shoulders are fine, and probably have done this one before. So we hover up, breathing in to hold. You're going to breathe out, push the arms forward, hovered still, breathe in to pull back up, and then breathe out. So I always imagine that you are doing this one in the water. So you're out of the water, you breathe in, breathe out to push through the water, breathe in to pull back up, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So 3 more. One more for luck. And then come back down. I was relaxing into that one and I completely lost track of, I couldn't even count 3 on that one. So final stretch in this position, elbows and wrists together. Okay, keep those elbows together, keep the wrists down, check they don't pop up, and just come back to where you're comfortable. Separating through the shoulder blades. Chance to slow your breathing, so you just feel the sideways movement, side and back of the ribs. And then coming forward. Good. Okay, so up into kneeling on your hands and knees. I'll use a mat under my knees for cushioning. Okay, so from here, we've got your hips over your knees, we've got your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to lengthen out through the whole spine. And let's go for a cat stretch. So start with a wave from your lower back, coming up through the middle back, up through the top of your head. And then reverse from your pelvis, lower back, mid back, shoulder blades, coming up through your head. Okay, curl that wave back in again through your pelvis. And reverse. Okay, and then come back and find the middle position. Then go for the thread needle exercise, so nose following your middle finger, and then lifting up and out. And repeat. So just check on the way down that we don't drop too much, so the head doesn't drop and your chest doesn't drop. You're more trying to get a rotation through the spine. Okay, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And change sides. So just set the shoulder blades first of all. Bring your head back up in line with the spine. So you can breathe out to lift, and then breathe in to lower. Okay, 2 more. Good work. So from here, give your wrists a shake, and then we're going to come up with a downward dog stretch. So pushing through your heels, stretch your way through your arms, pushing back to where you're comfortable. And we can just bend one knee, drop the other heel, switch sides, and then slowly walk your feet in towards your hands. To where you're comfortable, and then come back up with a reverse roll up. So you're going to finish with a little bit of marching, just to get ourselves used to being upright. So back to our running man position, but this time it's a nice relaxed switch for a 1, 2, 3, and a hold. Relaxing the foot, tall through the top of your head, relax shoulders, and then slowly down for 1, 2, 3. So just getting used to being upright again. Whole body now feeling nicely stretched, nicely warm. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Try and relax the feet. 1, 2, 3. My balance is all over the place today. Okay, coming back down. Good. You put both feet down before I fall over. So long line from your heels through to the top of your head. Let your arms and shoulders relax. Let any tension flow away through your legs, away through your feet. So hopefully a nice stretch today. Not too much of a muscle burn going on the exercises, hopefully, and leave you nice and refreshed and springy for the weekend. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.